guess it was bound to happen sooner rather than later. It's pretty slippery here, so you can see where I started to skid. I'm okay, I'm a little banged up and it kind of scared me a tiny bit if I'm being honest. But yeah, we're good to go now, boy. So I promise that fall wasn't staged or planned in any way. It was a pretty hard fall and I still have a few black and blues that I'm nursing up to now. Any case, how's it going? It's so good to have you here and welcome. If this is your first time stopping by, then allow me to introduce myself. My name is Damien and I like making videos here on the internet. I make videos about photography, creativity, some biking, and pretty much whatever piques my interest. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, consider hitting that subscribe button down at the bottom. Now, today's video is a very special one because this year I was able to pass 1,000 kilometers cycling. To get why that's such a big deal for me, I need to take you all the way back. So I was born and spent the first part of my life in a small village in Guyana along the Linden-Soesdijk Highway. Now, for those of you who know, there's not much happening along the highway. It's pretty isolated and quiet. But every now and then, as a child, I'd catch a glimpse of a cyclist passing. And I remember thinking that that looked like the most amazing thing that the person could do. And so I'd stand there and daydream about one day having my own bike and being able to get lost and explore and have fun. About a year ago, I left Guyana and moved to Canada. Now, I knew I couldn't afford a car right away, but I really wanted to get my hand on a bike. So thanks to Facebook Marketplace and a whole lot of digging and diving, I found a decent one that was not too expensive. And so having access to this bike, I feel like it really opened up the world to me because now I was no longer just dependent on public transit or Uber or Lyft to get around, but I could actually go out there, explore, get lost, and find new paths. And that's exactly what I did in the months that followed. Man, I have been lost more times than I can count. I probably wouldn't recommend you do that, but it was still fun. Like I found trails that I didn't even know existed. I met some really great people along the way. I became fitter. I feel like this year has been made significantly better because I had access to a bike and good biking paths. And so if I think about it, there were three big ways in which having access to a bike helped me. One is just with my overall fitness. So at the start of January, I was a whopping 214 pounds. I'd never been that heavy in my life. And so that was kind of a wake-up call. Right now, as I'm recording this, I've dropped quite a few. I'm down to 190. I still want to shed a couple more, but this is primarily thanks to being able to get out and ride. And so one huge benefit was shaving those pounds off. A second was just the people I was able to meet along the way. So when I moved to Hamilton a few months ago, I joined up with a local cycling group called Pedals and Pints. Now man, these guys are amazing. We did one really cool brewery tour where we sampled a number of different breweries. All in all, meeting those guys I feel like it's opened up this neighborhood to me, and it has made being in Hamilton and being in Canada in general way better than it would have been had I not met them. So Dan, the entire Pedals and Pints crew, if you guys are watching this, thank you so much for welcoming me. You have made my time here way better than it would have been. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now the third big benefit has to do with my mental health. So in the beginning, I found that I was always riding with headphones. I would listen to a podcast or a book or music or just something to distract me. But I found that the more I was on the bike, the less I craved the distraction. It got to the point where I stopped riding with music or headphones at all, and it forced me to sit with and to confront some of the thoughts and emotions that I've been avoiding. And that has been huge in just making sense of my world, processing some of the things I'm dealing with, and just being able to wake up the next day with a clear mind. Above everything else, that's the biggest benefit that I was able to reap from biking this year. And so 2024 is right around the corner. Who knows what's in store? But for me, I plan to keep biking as much as I can, keep getting fit, hopefully drop the extra few pounds that I still want to lose, and maybe this is even the year I get a new bike for the first time ever. So I'm excited to see what's in store. I plan to keep documenting as much of it as I can. I'll be sharing with you guys a lot more, hopefully. I always say that and then I never really make videos, but I hope that the new year is the year I actually commit to that. In any case, thank you so much for watching this and all of the other videos I've put out this year. Your support and engagement has really meant a lot. I look forward to what's in store, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Yeah boy, we getting fit this year.